everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And today we got another action figure review for you, as coming out in early 2020, the Loyal Subjects has a brand new line of Ghostbuster figures. These figures will be available at Walmart and Target, and of course online as well, and we've got a featured pre-order link right down below in the description. Click it and guarantee your figures today. Now before I tear into these, and I cannot wait to tear into these, a few quick notes about the Loyal Subjects Ghostbuster figures. When you walk into a store and you see these on display, some figures are going to be displayed like this, where you can actually see them directly in the packaging. Other figures, though, they're going to be like blacked out, so there is going to be a bit of mystery to this figure line. Also, depending on where you pick up these figures, they may be a little bit different. Like if you pick them up at one store, let's say Walmart, you may get clean Ghostbusters. You go over to Target, you may get slime-covered Ghostbusters. But in my humble opinion, I think the best way to buy these guys right now is just buy the box. Buy yourself an entire box. Once again, we've got the link down below in the description. Head on over to Amazon, pre-order yours right now. I think that'll be the best way to kind of get the most diversity all in one go there. Alright, so finally onto the figures here. The Loyal Subjects were nice enough to send along these 3 sample figures. Of course, on the top here we have got Dr. Ray Stantz. We've also got Winston Zeddmore and Janine Melnitz. Now let's first focus in on the packaging of this Ray Stantz figure. Of course, on the front here we've got this window style design, and turning the box around to the side you're going to see some of the other characters in the line. Of course, here we've got Janine Melnitz, Slimer, Gozer the Destructor, and the Library Ghost. On the back here, more characters are advertised as Dana Barrett makes an appearance, Dr. Peter Venkman, who is marshmallow covered, Ray Stantz, who's also marshmallow covered, and a gold edition Slimer. And on the final side here, we have got the main 4 Ghostbusters: Egon Spengler, Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, and once again Winston Zeddmore. I've been waiting too long, ever since I first saw these guys last year on the internet, like the early promotional images. I've been wanting to finally get these guys in hand, so this review today I'm pretty excited about. Now, one thing I actually didn't note before I took Ray out of the packaging is some of these characters do come with accessories. Like Ray here, he comes with a radio and a ghost trap. We're going to show you some up-close shots of that here in a second. Alright, so we got Ray out of the packaging there, and I'm digging this one. Of course, he's got the ecto goggles on top of his head, which I must say, the sculpt here looks great. And on the face here, it looks like he's got a bit of a bewildered look to him. And I mean, that does look like Dan Aykroyd. I think they're going for the face that he kind of gives when he first sees Slimer in the Sedgwick Hotel in the original film. Of course, he's got his Ghostbusters 1 khaki flight suit. Also looking on the suit here, I mean, this is some beautiful, beautiful print work. The No Ghost logo looks clean and crisp. And of course, we've also got that Stantz name tag on the chest. We've got the military belt around the waist, and also 2 black boots. We've got 2 gray elbow pads on the arm. And speaking of the elbows, one thing I actually do want to mention is there's actually no bend at the elbows or anything like that. That's not to say that the character doesn't have like great articulation, because he does. He's got 11 points of articulation. We got, like, you know, the head up here. We got the arms move up and down. We got the wrist joint there. Legs, knee, ankles. I mean, you could move this guy around quite a bit there. Now, of course, the biggest selling point when it comes to any Ghostbuster figure, in my opinion, has to be the Proton Pack. And the Loyal Subjects has done an amazing job at shrinking down what we saw in the film. On the back here, of course, we got the red lights from the cyclotron. We've also got a gray ribbon cable, some blue wiring as well, and in his hand we've got the Proton Wand. Now, a quick thing to note is the wand itself cannot attach at all to the back of the Proton Pack, so that means the wand will be a permanent fixture in one of your Ghostbusters hands. And speaking of hands, we've got 2 little accessories here in the bag. Once again, a radio and a ghost trap. So let's see if Ray can actually hold these. And you know what? When I first saw the radio, I thought it was crazy tiny. I thought there's no way it would actually fit in his hand properly. I thought it was just going to fall out. But he cups it in the palm, like, really well. It looks great when you put it up to his mouth. I mean, I can almost hear him say, "Hickman, I saw it, I saw it, I saw it." Now, aside from the radio, we of course also got a Ray Stantz staple, the Ghost Trap. And much like the Proton Pack, the Loyal Subjects have done an amazing job here at shrinking it down to fit in scale with this figure line. Of course, we got the caution striping on the top here, and looking at both sides of the Ghost Trap, we've got all the little details any Ghostbusters fan would be happy with. So that just about does it for a look at the Ray Stantz figure. Let's move on to the other Ghostbuster I have, Winston Zeddmore. Taking a quick look at the packaging, it is identical to what we saw with Ray Stantz. And as always, I'm an impatient man, so let me take old Winston Zeddmore out of the box here. He does come with a radio. Now taking a look at the face here, this does look like a little cartoon version of Ernie Hudson, Winston Zeddmore. And once again, they're basing it off of his Ghostbusters 1 appearance, so of course he's got the mustache. Taking a look at the body here, it is identical to what we saw with Dr. Ray Stantz, so we're not going to spend too much time on the body. Obviously where it does differ, where it does vary here, is the name tag, as we've got this beautiful Zeddmore printing. The Proton Pack here is identical. There's absolutely no change up whatsoever. Because, I mean, why should there be? The Ghostbusters uniforms are all, well, pretty uniform. So, I mean, that makes sense, right? Now, I think where these figures really pop is when you start putting the Ghostbusters together. I mean, take a look at Winston and Ray here. And being that they are the same molds, once again, you can mix and match accessories. We've got Ray once again with his radio, but now Winston here holding Ray's ghost trap. I really love the way these two look together. I mean, I really can't wait to get my hands on the Peter Venkman and the Egon Spengler figures so I can complete the main 4 Ghostbusters. But how can you have the Ghostbusters without Janine Melnitz from their staff? Yes, Annie Potts has made the cut here. She is a part of the Ghostbusters figure line. Of course, her character, Janine Melnitz. Taking her out of the packaging here, I mean, this does already resemble Annie Potts pretty closely to what we saw in the original film, just a little more animated. Take a look at the face here. Of course, she's got that short brown hair as seen in the first film. Also, she doesn't actually come with like any accessories outside of the pink glasses on her face, which you can actually choose to either have her wear, or you can also lower them. Now, taking a look at her outfit here, of course, we got the blue button-up shirt, the red and black striped vest, a black skirt, and black shoes. Articulation is also the same with what we saw with the other Ghostbuster figures here. There's no elbow joints, but everywhere else, I mean, you can move her pretty much however you'd like. Now, first impressions, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the Loyal Subjects upcoming Ghostbusters line. I think when you collect the entire series, you're gonna have one heck of a display piece. Oh, and not only do they have this figure line, they also have a 5-inch tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man available for pre-order. If you'd like to pre-order him as well, we've got that link right down below in the description. So that about does it for our sneak peek look at the upcoming Ghostbuster figures from Loyal Subjects. We'd like to thank the Loyal Subjects for sending these samples over and making today's video possible. Once again, if you'd like to pre-order these today, we've got that link down below in the description. Click it, that's our preferred link. You help us out, you get some awesome figures in the process. Oh man, I love these. As always, subscribe to Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. Click that little bell notification icon so you get all the updates from us. And keep it posted here because we're certainly going to be back in the new year to talk about more Loyal Subject Ghostbuster items, including that 5-inch tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's all I've got for you here today. I will see everybody right back here next time.